What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. And today we have the Goblin Summon that has opened up once again. And we have a brand new Garrison guard in the portal, which is this dude, Fergus. I mean, look at how butt ugly this guy is. He is definitely giving Greg some competition. Man, this dude is ugly. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do, but we're definitely going to have a closer look at him today. I think his armor is kind of weird the way it's on him. But anyways, let us get into the portal. I really want to find out what this guy can do. We have to have a look at our brand new Garrison guard. Right. Okay. So he is an ice hero, of course. And he is of the monk class. Monk class is decent because obviously he gets a chance to withstand. And as far as the Garrison guard go, they get this all-important family bonus. So it's a bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes. At the start of the battle, he summons a recruit guard mega minion with anywhere from 20% up to 30% HP and anywhere from 100% to 140% attack inherited from this caster. So that is cool. He gets the mega minion at the start and he gets the triple passive, the triple whammy. Mana on status ailment received gains 5% mana when he receives a status ailment or a negative stack. And he also gets the resistance against mana reduction, which is super strong. So an innate resistance against mana reductions just means that doesn't matter how you try, you can't reduce their mana. It's really frustrating, but it's also super good if you are the one who is using the hero. And then the passive, so the guard rally, again, every 4 turns, he removes all growth effects from all enemies. So super strong. We're getting to know the Garrison guard a little bit better now. And we know that their passives and everything like that are super strong. Their family bonus is super strong. And in fact, as far as defensive heroes go, they are extremely difficult to deal with, especially the Mega Minion summoners. They just keep alive. They keep doing so much damage every turn. That I find that they're super good, not just in the bloody war formats, but in all war formats. They're making for some really, really strong defensive heroes. So Goblin's Portal's definitely a good one to summon in if you are looking for some strong defensive heroes. Now, on top of all of that, Fergus also gets the defense up on the Ether talent. So at the start of the battle, he gets 20% defense for 6 turns, which is also super strong because it just means he's that much more survivable. He's going to stick around to annoy you for the whole duration. So in terms of stats, let's switch off the max power. So we can see he's quite defensive, this hero. So over 1,000 on his attack, 1,178, so nearly 1,200 defense, and nearly 2,200 health makes for a very strong, survivable, tanky type of hero. Now, what is he doing? So his special skill's called Keep the Peace, and he is running at slow speed. Okay, so he reduces the mana of the enemy with the most mana by 70%. He reduces the mana of all other enemies by 40%. That's a huge mana cut. All enemies get negative 30% mana generation for 6 turns. He summons a Sword Guard Mega Minion with 35% HP and 300% attack inherited from the caster. Again, that's a humongous minion. I mean, that attack is huge. And the target hit by the Sword Guard Mega Minion receives 414 bleed damage over 3 turns. And this effect spreads to nearby enemies. Man, this guy is a brutal hero. I mean, that is the biggest mana cut I think I've ever seen. I know he's running at slow speed, but that is just crippling. 70% mana reduction to the enemy with the most mana is pretty much cutting everything. And then all other enemies getting 40% reduction of their mana again is just stupid high. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, he's giving negative 30% mana generation for 6 turns. Yeah, this guy is the king of mana reduction, and that is brutal. I can only imagine how good that's going to be in the rush format. But that, again, like I say, is not all of his special. He still summons that massive Sword Guard Mega Minion. I mean, 35% HP is not the highest that we've seen, but 300% attack. I mean, I just want to check. Let's see. Just call your summon a Mega Minion. Yeah, 65% HP and 180% attack. So this guy at 300% attack, that minion is going to be doing some insane damage to your team. So yeah, I like it. And then the bleed damage again is awesome. So 414 over 3 turns is not a huge amount, but it does spread to the nearby enemies. And if we do look at it with second limit breaks and emblems, you can then see it goes up to 579 bleed damage over 3 turns. So now we're talking that's at least just under 200 bleed damage every single turn, spreading to the rest of the team. So he's not doing any kind of upfront damage. The main damage from this guy is coming from his minion, but he is crippling in terms of the mana reduction. So I do think that he's not going to work well, as well on attack and in a vacuum. But as a defensive hero, pop this guy in on your tank and your team is going to be firing at least twice as much as the enemy, because that mana reduction is just terrible. Plus that defense that he's got, increasing the defense from the beginning of the battle, makes him that much stronger as a tank. So I think Fergus is going to be an insane hero, and humongous congrats if any of you are lucky enough to pull this ugly dude. I think he's going to serve you very well in all areas, not just in rush. But again, like I say, more defensive than attacking. I think on attack, he's a little bit difficult to play with because it takes you that much longer to get round to him. And when you do fire him off, the only real damage benefit you get is that beefy mega minion that he puts on himself. So with that all being said, please do let me know in the comments what you guys think of Fergus. Let me know if any of you are lucky enough to have pulled this guy. Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Obviously, share it with your mother, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.